Hello everyone, so on the day that I am filming this, I am 3 weeks post-op. Apologies in advance that I am uploading this way too late. So today's 3 weeks post-op date is actually Thursday the 23rd of November, so sorry at how late this video is actually coming out, but I guess I'm just trying to catch up and stuff. So I guess I just kind of wanted to talk about how recovery has been so far and show you my results and stuff like that. I'm actually wearing one of the post-op binders, and actually now that I'm looking at like my viewfinder, it blends in with my skin quite well. I can't you can barely see that I'm wearing anything. I'm sure on a bigger screen it doesn't look like that at all, but yeah, this is one of the post-op binders. It's quite a bit stretchy, gives me a bit more room than the really stiff, rigid one that I talked about that I got given just straight post-op. And also at my reveal, it was just quite a stiff one. So this one's quite a bit more comfortable, and the Miles Berry team, cosmetic surgery partners, they're really nice. So when I sent them an email going, oh my gosh, this binder is really horrible, doesn't really fit me, straight away, you know, they sent out a new one first class to make sure that I am comfortable and make sure that I'm getting the right kind of compression. So yeah, 3 weeks. I don't actually even know where to start. I'm insanely happy is the first thing. I'm very, very happy. I'm very confident. I'm feeling good. I just can't possibly explain how good I'm feeling that I am 3 weeks post-op. I think I've been healing pretty well. I've not really had much swelling. I've not had any bruising. So I had a tiny bit of bruising at my reveal, but since then I've not really had any bruising, and swelling I've noticed I only get the tiniest bit, just like under my left side, and that's usually only if I've been active, so otherwise it doesn't really show up or anything at all. So I think I'm doing really, really well in terms of swelling and stuff like that. Everything's healing quite nicely. I will insert a few clips of after shower when I've taken everything off, because right now I've got dressings on underneath, so you won't be able to see anything, but I think I'm healing pretty good. So far, before the shower, it might change after the shower when I've taken photos, I've got kind of about a third or so of scab come off of my right nipple. My left nipple, the scab is still very much intact. It does not want to leave me. My incisions are healing quite well. I've got quite a few areas of my incisions now where I don't have any scab left on them at all. They are closed up and they're looking very thin, and the color is really nice, and I think that's going really, really well, and I'm really happy with how it's all looking. On one of my sides, just underneath my armpit, I have a bit that looks a little bit different. I'm assuming it's kind of drain related or something, but nothing that I'm insecure about, just a difference in how my chest is looking. Aside from that, in terms of range of movement, I think I'm doing a lot better. I don't know if I ever filmed my range of movement before, but I'm kind of up to a point of about here. I can feel a bit of a pull now. Yeah, so kind of here, jazz hands. So this is about as far as I can reach. Sometimes like in the morning before I've done any sort of active things, I've got a bit higher of a range of movement, and then the more I kind of stretch myself, you think it helps, but actually I kind of end up reverting, I guess because I develop a bit of pain and tightness. And then, I mean, when I went to my first shift back at work, which was last weekend, by the end of the day I was back to like square one T-Rex like this. So yeah, I need to make sure that I don't overwork myself, and I really haven't. I've let my flatmates and my friends and my family help me out as much as possible, so I've not been doing any kind of hardcore sort of things. With the permission of my surgeon, because of my slip disc, I've done a tiny bit of lower back exercise, but I've not been doing it every day or anything. I've been trying to do a bit of my physio, but I've known not to push it, so I've not been pushing it. So I've only done a little bit, and that was actually alright. So yeah, I think if you want to exercise and you feel like you're ready for it, just not in terms of your arm or chest at all, then you can always ask your surgeon, and I guess I do have a very valid excuse for needing to do it, so I'm not sure you'd get permission to otherwise, but I guess it's always worth to ask. And I feel like, obviously I don't know how other surgeons work, but the Miles Berry team at Cosmetic Surgery Partners, I've emailed them loads and loads of different things post-op, and they're always really, really happy to answer. If Julia, which is the clinic manager, doesn't have an answer, then she asks Berry and he emails you back instead. So they always make sure that you've got the best possible answers for all the issues that you're facing, and there's no question that's wrong. You can ask whatever you need to ask, and I feel like that's really important, really great. And I feel like even though I'm not paying for this bit, like I've already paid for everything, I'm not paying anymore, I feel like they're still constantly taking care of me, which is really, really, really nice. The main thing I guess I found that's been difficult throughout recovery has just been tiredness. I've not actually been in that much pain, so pain-wise I've been alright. I get sore a lot, like my nipples are so sensitive. It's something I never thought I'd be filming on a video and posting on YouTube, but yeah, my nipples have been very sensitive. My whole chest goes through periods of just feeling like sunburn is the only way I can explain it. So it's not the sort of thing that you want to be taking painkillers for, because it's not pain, it's like sore and uncomfortable and stinging, and there's not much you can do about it because the places where it is sore and uncomfortable and stinging are your nipples and your incisions. So it's really annoying, and sometimes I get itches, and it's so funny because my incisions are completely numb, and I'll be talking about sensation and sex, so I just find it funny that I'm itching a place that I can't even feel, and I'm not allowed to scratch just to make it even worse. So I get most of that. I very rarely get pain. When I am in pain, it's usually just if I've been doing a lot that day. So yeah, it's mostly just that. But I have discovered I accidentally broke an aloe vera leaf off of my plant in my bedroom, but I've used the aloe vera kind of on my skin around my dressing. So I put my dressings on first to make sure they stick, and then I put aloe vera like kind of around everywhere where it's stinging and stuff, and that has helped me a little bit. So I think I might continue with that because it seems to be doing something. So I guess the main issue has just been my tiredness. I am quite tired, and I get tired very easily at the moment. I get so exhausted. On Sunday when I was coming back from my second shift from work, kind of halfway through the journey, I actually decided to take an Uber because I didn't want to wait over, like it was half an hour for a bus, and I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep on the bus stop. So I got an Uber back because I just get very, very tired very quickly, very easily, and I've been sleeping a lot. Like I've been sleeping in till midday on most of the days where I've not had anything planned, and that's just the natural amount of sleep that I need. But I take it, you know, and you should take it because sleep is the best time for you to heal. So if your body needs sleep and it's requesting sleep and it's making you sleep, then just sleep it all off. And I think, you know, I feel pretty good when I am awake. It's just I get really tired towards the end of the day, or sometimes in the middle of the day and stuff like that, but otherwise doing well. So to sensation, I actually, freshly post-op, I was positively surprised at how much sensation I had. I genuinely thought I'd just be block numb, and I haven't been. I've had quite a lot of sensation, but I feel like it fluctuates quite a bit. So I feel like I had more sensation at the start, funnily enough, but I might have just been, I don't know, overexcited or something. So, and then I might take my binder off and kind of show a little bit of detail of where I feel like I do and do not have sensation. So I'm definitely very, very happy with how flat my chest has come out. Yeah, looking pretty good. Way, like, some muscle flex, gotta get that in, so yeah, these are my kind of nipple dressings that I've got going on. They don't need to be that big, but I found that I like this company, so I've just continued to buy these ones. And then I've also got my tape on my incisions just over here. So in terms of sensation, if I run my hand across, my incisions are basically completely numb. There are areas that I think are starting to get back feeling, but it's mostly unpleasant feeling for now, but they are mostly numb. My nipples, actually I'll get to my nipples later because that's an interesting one, but around my nipples, kind of on the inside bit over here, is either 0 or just unpleasant. But aside from that, I can feel everything else normal. It feels a bit, maybe like a little bit fuzzy, and like just underneath my incisions is like the numbest part, I think, of everything. So everything, yeah, it can feel a bit funny, but otherwise I do have, I'd say maybe not 100%, maybe that's wrong, but I'd say probably like 95% of sensation or something. It's just like the slightest, tiniest bit tingly, but otherwise I do have sensation. Aside from that, my nipple sensation. So most people don't really get any at all for ages, and I think I might have a bit, and I don't know if I'm imagining it, but I've gotten someone else to touch them with my eyes closed and I felt it, so I must have something. But it's funny, like I have like press sensation, so if you like press on them like through the dressings or whatever, then I can feel that underneath, and then if you like go very gently on the top of my nipple, then I won't be able to feel that, but like with a bit of minimal pressure I can actually feel it. But the funny thing is that I don't feel it on my nipple, I feel it like diagonally up. So I feel this one kind of here, which is like just next to my armpit, and then this one I feel here, which is a little bit more in from the armpit, but still like closer to my armpit than my nipple. So I don't really understand how the sensation works, but I have a tiny bit of sensation in my nipples, which I'm quite chuffed about. I feel pretty blessed because I know that most people don't have any kind of nipple sensation for ages. So yeah, 3 weeks left now until 6 weeks post-op, where I can stop wearing this binder and stop wearing these dressings and stuff. Kind of can't wait for all the scabs and everything to just finish and leave me alone. But yeah, I do let myself relax a bit without the binder. I'll probably just sit here like this for a little bit after this video, I'm not gonna lie. And after I shower, I have a little bit of a chillax without my binder, because I feel feel like it's important. I spend like my entire days and nights in the binder, so I think it's important to take a little bit of a break. But yeah, that's just personal decision. I'm not actually going to be seeing Miles Berry at 6 weeks post-op because he is going on a trip, and I did say I'd be seeing him at 8 weeks, but I've actually been notified that he won't be here then either, so I'm not seeing him till the 30th of January. So I won't actually have a surgeon have his opinion on my 6 weeks post-op results for quite a little while. I will be, I'll be nearly 2 months post-op when I see him. Yeah, hopefully everything will come off, like all the scabs and stuff, but I am worried. He does have a consultant there whilst he's away on his trip, so maybe I'll go and see him instead if I really want someone to look at me and be like, yeah, you A-okay, because I guess I'm just kind of anxious and I would rather know before I like jump into doing stuff. And from what I've read online and stuff, I'm gonna take it easy because I'd really like my scars to remain as nice as they are now, or as close to as nice as they are now. My plan was, oh yeah, at 6 weeks, I'm gonna start like pull-ups and push-ups and stuff like that as soon as I have more energy and as soon as I'm allowed. But really, I think I might like push that as long as possible, and I'll start doing exercise and stuff and start limiting myself less. But I think I've concluded that I'm not just gonna jump into stuff, because I think it's really important to me that my results stay as good as they are so that I can be as happy as I am. And also, as soon as that binder's off, the first thing I'm working on is my posture, because my shoulders are like scrunched like this all the time, and it's just a bloody binder. So yeah, I can't wait to improve on my posture and build up once I'm ready to build up, and I think that'll be really, really good. So, please like this video if you liked it. Please comment down below your questions for the Q&A and any other questions that you may or may not have. Please do subscribe. I will be posting more updates about my chest, about tea. I've got quite a few like topic videos that I want to start talking about. So once I've finally caught up on all my videos to do with top surgery that I'm so far behind on because of just quite how tired I was, once I'm up to date on all of those, I've got some exciting content coming soon. So yeah, please stay tuned. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.